Oh god, what am I doing? What am I doing? Whoa! Just call me the chosen Dimpy. Hello again, Derp and Derpettes. This is Phil Dimpy, and welcome to my review of Observer, the latest psychological horror game by Bloober Team, the people who also brought us Layers of Fear. Ever wonder what it would be like to go deep within the subconscious of near-death suspects to find clues to what happened to them? Well, that is basically what you'll be doing in the year 2084 to find the answers you are looking for as an elite neural detective or observer named Daniel Lazarski. This is a psychological horror game, so trouble does happen, and now you have to solve the cases within the apartment complex while avoiding your impending doom. This is going to be one hell of a spooky ride, so grab a drink, get your best pair of brown pants, and get ready to scream. When it comes to the overall style of the game, it brings the grim look that was similar to Layers of Fear, but improves upon it. Add that to the creepy sound and character design, and you got yourself looking behind you every few minutes due to paranoia. No matter where I was or what I was doing, my heart raced, trying to anticipate the next scare. I believe overall the game is well designed, which earns it a 4.5 out of 5 chosen Dimpies. The main thing you will be doing in this game is missions. Main missions are story driven that progress the plot, obviously, and side missions are optional. I will say this, and I'm sorry for gushing on a game, but the subplots in this game are freaking amazing. I found myself feeling so bad and sad for some of these characters, like the woman who has two personalities in her mind, and if you decide to delete one of them, the woman will become a vegetable. Damn, that is some decision. What a great segue to talk about dialogue and voice acting.
No, it is not. But continue.
The voice acting in Observer is... how do I say this nicely? It sounds like vomit. The voices themselves are okay, but there is barely any emotion at all. Just listen to this.
I'm fine. I must have dozed off.
I tried voice acting and I am all types of garbo, but if you are going to put voices in a title, I think you should attempt to perfect them as much as possible. On the other hand, the dialogue is very fun and interesting. You have a guy whose brain is semi-fried with implants whose dialogue sounds like he has issues with speech, and that is just the beginning.
Family. Tenant.
While exploring the apartment complex, you will find home computers that will have emails between the person and another, random articles that they were reading before leaving their home computer, and this awesome and simple minigame that is scattered around the complex. This was an awesome little addition to lighten the mood and give more things to do for those brave completionists. Good luck with that, guys. I'm not even going to attempt that shit. You have 3 additional HUD modes other than your normal view. You got a biometric scanner where you can scan and analyze any human matter like blood or marks on the body like scratches or decapitation. You have your electromagnetic scanner where you can scan electronics like computers, ID cards, batons, and so much more. This is the one you will be using the most. And the third and final HUD mode is the flashlight. Everything goes black and white, you can see in the dark, and you can barely hear a damn thing. It sucks. Use a controller, they said. It will be easier, they said. Think again! The controller scheme for this game is the worst I have had experience with in a long while. There is a phrase that explains the controller scheme perfectly. Right trigger is grab. That is right. It's not A, it's not B, it's right trigger. That is my absolute main complaint with the gameplay. The scares are good, the trippy transitions are fluid, and the immersion is pretty great. While you do have to go back and forth to find clues and get items, it doesn't ruin the experience, which is a definite plus, and that is why the gameplay gets a 3.8 out of 5 chosen Dimpies. Here's where things get a little dicey. Now, I don't have the best specs out right now, but my rig is pretty awesome. With an i7 quad core and a 750 Ti, I can run some damn games, man. However, this game is one of the very few I have found myself having trouble running, and at the most random and weird times at that. I would be in a heavily designed area with a lot of lighting and shadows, and it would run perfectly. On the other hand, I would be in the area with barely anything around, and the game would go from 60 to 30 for a few seconds. Those were the moments when the immersion would break the most. Nothing like a game running smooth to it running like a potato. That is why I give the performance a 3 out of 5 chosen Dimpies. I consider myself a fan of Bloober Team and their style of horror games, but I feel this game could have been done a tad bit better. Don't get me wrong, I did enjoy this game and I thought the overall concept was amazing. It was the controls with the controller that was disappointing for me. With that being said, I had a scary and interesting experience that I would recommend to anybody as long as you are using a keyboard and mouse. That is why the overall score for Observer is 3.76 chosen Dimpies. I know, weird number, but this is how the game goes. The link to the game on Steam is in the description as well as my social media. Don't forget to hit that like button and lick that subscribe button with your mouse. And as always, this is Phil Dimpy, signing out.